So we are here to talk about the Dominican Summer League scores for Sunday, August 24th, 2025 here. We have 3 games Wednesday. Normally it would be just 2 games. Using the new format. The first 3 days, what they do is they do pool play. And they have 4 quadrants of teams, either based off like seeding or like geographics, like like the divisions, kind of in that region. So it's like easier travel for teams. You're still playing in Dominican Republic, but it's like less travel for teams, or just based on seeding overall. Kind of things like that. Or maybe they have it so you don't, I don't know. Maybe I was gonna say you don't play division opponents, but you might only play. There's so many teams. You might only play each team like one time, maybe twice at most. So that don't really matter. That doesn't really matter. But yeah, you have. So yeah, normally it would be the day 1 would be pool play games 1 and 2. Day 2 would be games 3 and 4, and then day 3 is 5 and 6. That's if necessary 5 and 6. And the reason of it is the only reason why they play, you'd play games 5 and 6 in the pool. They do in Dominican Summer is for like playoff, like the semifinals, like which team will make it to the semifinals out of that pool. If that hasn't been determined after the first 2 days, like this year was determined. First 3 days you had first 2 days you had 4 games in 4 pools. They were already determined though. So 6 of the 8 were canceled games, and I'm surprised they didn't play like a 7-inning game, turn them into like 7-inning games. I'm a little bit surprised, just because like the point of like minor league baseball is to develop the players, and kind of like give them like more development, more practice where they need to work on, But then again, some of these players could have moved up to like the players they need. If there's like a void at like single A, say you want from like rookie ball to single A, they can like move up, to like the single A team. Like their the single A affiliate, the single A affiliate. The players from the teams can move, to single A and see who fits at single A. Honestly. So I could see that. Or since it's so late in the season, they may not do that. They might just say, well, you're on, we like what you're doing at rookie ball. Well, we'll give you a chance at single A next year or this year or rest of this season, single A season. That kind of thing. So, could be that too. They could join the team at their next series. Not this series, but like the series they're playing on the 26th through the 31st, and then the 2nd through the 7th. And then if they play in the playoffs, maybe. Anyways, let's go talk about the games. So we have completion of August 23rd game. 2 games in pool play. One pool was not decided. It was the Giants, Black and Angels, Athletics, Rangers, right? There were 2-1, but each team was 1-1. There was all the other 3 pools had the teams are decided, and the way the schedule worked out this year was also that the team that was 2-0 played the team that was 0-2 on the last day of pool play. And the teams that were 1-1 in the other three pools all matched up with each other. So teams that were 1-1, obviously that's a 2-0 team. So yeah, so we have Giants Black and Angels. Giants Black won 16-14, a high scoring game. It was 9-3 after 4 in it's like 4.5, close to 4.5, and then in the fifth, Angels scored 2. It was 6, and then it was 9-6 after 6. And then it was actually, it was 4 in the mode for so come in. No. It was 10-6. Okay. Then they scored 1 in the 7th. Angels Giants Black then. Angels scored 6 in the 7th, and then 1 in the 8th, and then 2 in the 10th for both teams to make it 14-0. And we won 2-0. In minor league baseball does it. Where like I'm not sure if Major League has that rule anymore. I know they had that rule for like coronavirus, like the 2020 shortened season. I mean like the 2021 season. You know, when they started bringing fans back to the ballparks, because of like state rules and following state rules, like what states and law for them, or federal law, state law, that type of thing. So yeah, so I know they had this runner on second base. That I don't know if they have that anymore. The runner after anything, you get a runner on second base to start the 10th. So it's you get a runner on second. So you can pick a runner on second base. So that the runner on second base is and can be like anyone, but it does that so they speed up offense, so speed up the games, and get force the offense, whatever, kind of essentially in the games. I don't know. I know softball tried it. They tried to be like Major League Baseball. And try it. Try it. I believe they did. Yeah, but I don't believe they have it anymore though. Where they do that, I don't know. I mean, it's nice if it's like a really, really long game. Like one really, really, really long, or a game with really low scoring. But then again, that is sometimes. I mean, you don't need to speed up the game unless it's like weather situation. Maybe I could see that. Or just stuff like that. Or the games are like really, really ultra long. But you don't need it. You really don't need it. In the Athletics, they play the rest of the game. They were and they finished 8-5 in that one. So it was in the 5th for them. And the Athletics at 5 in their 5th, 3 in their 3rd. It was after 2 after 1 in the 4th. And that was 1-8 for the Athletics, 8-5. And then Padres, and then they started instead waiting until Monday for the both semifinals to start. At the same time, they decided to play game 1 of the semifinals between the Pirates Gold and Padres Gold. Today, Padres Gold. They win that one 10-9. We take it from the third words. 2 for the Pirates, 3 for the Padres, 2 for the Pirates in the 4th. Padres respond with 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. and 1/8 in the ninth for the Pirates. And that makes it 6 up, and then 3 runs in the 10th, and 1 in the 11th to make it 10. That's 9. Pirates go, Pirates go. So the Red Sox blue was the team that had 2 days off as the pool play. Their opponent was to be determined today, and we can see who it is. It's either Giants Black or Athletics. And the Athletics have the tiebreaker between them. And that is because right there, you see the Athletics. The Giants Black lost to the Athletics in their game. So the Athletics win on that one. So we will have game 1 of the semifinal series between the Red Sox blue and the Athletics. And game 2 between the Padres gold and the Pirates gold on the 25th in the semifinals, 11 a.m. Eastern. And then game 2 of the Athletics Red Sox blue series and the Pirates gold Padres gold series will be on Tuesday in the game 2 of the series in the semifinal. In the best of 3, they have 1. They just might have 1 at home, 1 on the road, maybe 1 in neutral site. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. They haven't really mentioned that. But I know for this, if I was the higher seed team is at home for games 1 and 3, and the lower seed team is on the road for game 2. It's just that complex. They say that minor, Major League Baseball does. Major League Baseball does spring training in late February or in most of March to late March. And then you go back to regular season late March. So yeah, and then the same thing with the finals. The same thing. It's kind of like how they run the Florida Complex League, the Carolinas League, and the Florida Complex League, the Arizona Complex League for football. They have a Florida League, California League, North Carolina League, and it's kind of similar like that as well. This in same the state leagues. The Carolina League is Red South Carolina, but kind of the very state specific focus leagues, minimum travel. And so I'm going to serve both games. That's nice. On Monday and Tuesday, as well as Wednesday, the semifinals game 3. And then finals game 1 is 11 Eastern on Thursday, Friday 28th. And then the 30th, the finals game 3 will be at 10 a.m. Eastern. They had the schedule released before the games, all the rest of the games, the semifinals and the finals. We're going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern. However, they have decided to move it back at a certain time, move it back an hour later to 11 a.m. Eastern time instead of 10 a.m. Eastern. During the week games, it would be 11 a.m. Eastern, and then Saturday, Sunday games would be at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's back to that same schedule where the Monday to Friday games are 11 Eastern, and then the Saturday game is at 10 Eastern. But if there is no semifinals game 3 necessary for Red Sox Blue Athletics, I do wonder if at least I do have the finals for the Dominican Summer League start on the 27th. Move them up a day. I wonder if that's going can happen, or they'll just decide to cancel, or else decide to, if they'll cancel the off that all 4 teams were going to have, would have then, or is the winner of the Pirates Gold Series. Are they going to have 2 days off? Because if they don't have to play, if they win tomorrow, on Monday 25th, they don't have to play on. They don't have to. Monday 25th. They don't have to play on 26th. So, and then that's right. So, anyway, they might cancel it. But then it might be a little bit unfair. Red Sox, Blue Sox, they didn't get the off, but the other team did, So, they may. But we'll see. So, there you have it. So, that is it. My Minor Baseball scores for the Dominican Summer League in the schedule change for Monday. August 20, and work for Sunday, actually for 25th.